Groups are an organizational feature that facilitate transforming related objects together. In this lesson, you will group a collection of furniture blocks and then distribute them into a number of offices. Open the group's project file to begin. Then zoom in on this office. These are separate blocks. Because I want to have the same collection of blocks in each office, it makes sense to first group them together prior to copying them. I'll click the large Group button here in the Group panel, select the 4 blocks, and press Enter. If you hover the cursor over the group, the entire thing highlights. Even though it says Block Reference in the tooltip, it really is a group. Click Copy, select the grouped objects, press Enter, and place a copy in each office. Turn off ortho if you need to, so that you can place them in this fashion. Then zoom in on the next office here, and we need to rotate this group so that it more closely parallels the angle of this wall. Select the group, and you'll see that it has a single grip. Click the grip and press the spacebar twice to cycle to the Rotate command. And then estimate the rotation so that the edge of the desk is roughly parallel to the red wall. Then go back and click the grip and stretch it over so that it's just about at the wall. It's not perfect, but it's probably close enough for the furniture. I'll press Escape to deselect the group. If you want to make a perfect rotation, you can do it in this way. Move the group, Enter, from this endpoint to some point along the wall. I'll snap to the midpoint. Then rotate the group, Enter, from that same point, and then use the Reference option. The reference angle will begin here at the base point, and it will go down here and snap to the desk, and then the new angle will snap to the wall. So that is precise. But now we need to move the group back along the angle of the wall. Instead of finding out what that is numerically, it's easier to change the coordinate system to align with the wall object. Type UCS Enter for User Coordinate System. Click the Object option and click on the wall. Turn on Ortho and move the group back. I'll move it away from the wall 1 inch to give it some breathing room. And then I'll type UCS Enter, Enter to accept the default option of World. That returns us to the original coordinate system. Let's go ahead and adjust the next office. Here I will select it, use the grip, press the spacebar twice to cycle to rotate, turn off ortho, and rotate the group just by estimating it visually. And then I'll go ahead and click the grip again and stretch it over here and place it down. Now let's say in this particular office, I want to move the chairs back away from the desk a little bit. To do that, I will click Ungroup. So now the group structure is gone and we have the original blocks. I can then move these chairs however I want. I'll just move them back a little bit. Over here, let's try this in a different way. Let's select this group, click its grip, press the spacebar twice to cycle to the Rotate command. Rotate the desk approximately, and then click the grip again and stretch it over a bit. Now in this case, let's say that I want to have an extra chair over here because this room is bigger. Instead of ungrouping, let's temporarily turn off the group selection by clicking this button. Now, I'll press Escape. Now look, these are separate blocks again. So are these. In fact, you can't select any of the groups on the screen at all right now. It's almost like they were never there. Let's go ahead and make a copy of this chair. Place it over here someplace. And then perhaps we need to move all 3 chairs over about like this. Now I'll toggle group selection back on, and you can see the group still exists. It was just toggled off temporarily. There's no group here because we ungrouped it, but all of these others are still grouped. Now down here, the copied object is not part of the group. We can add it to the group very easily with this tool. The command line says Select Group, and then it gives you the option to add or remove or rename the group. I'll click Add Objects, select this object, and press Enter. Incidentally, there's no reason to name groups. AutoCAD handles this internally, so you can use groups informally to create data structures so that you can transform related objects together. You have learned now how to group and ungroup objects, how to add an additional object to a group, and how to temporarily suspend group selection.